Hey yo everybody, Prodigious Charles here, and in this video, we're going to be soldering through our Five Nights at Freddy's 3 analysis series. Now straight off the bat, we're going to note that we get another phone guy recording and enter the next minigame. It has no name, so let's call it Fazbear Fiasco or something. Anyway, we seem to be in some kind of maze of rooms with all the rooms the same besides one. Freddy can walk along and jump along these rooms and go into some sort of glitch state to escape the rooms. And I think it's interesting and might be a reference to how Freddy thinks when he goes into an area he's not supposed to have access to. We see in the end of night minigames that the animatronics are incapable of entering the secret room, for example. In this minigame, we see that it's possible for the AI to enter the glitch state and try and find its way back, with a strange twist. We can see at the end of Fazbear Fiasco that he enters a room with a single child spirit in it. Wouldn't it be interesting if this was referring to the room that the animatronics couldn't enter? Also, this sprite of Freddy is uncharacteristically yellow. Could it be possible that this is in fact Golden Freddy? If so, this would explain why there was a spare yellow suit in the back in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and that the spirit in the minigame is that of the female child that died. And that's even assuming that the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 phone guy was telling the truth. He could have been saying that it was a spare suit in the back, where in reality it could have been a classic suit that may have been tampered with to the point where it could only be used as a costume. If you look closely at Freddy's chest in the minigame and hug a wall, you will see that the black marking is actually a hole where many might assume it's a bow tie, and I did this as well, but it looks like one of those holes that employees can look through when they wear one of those mascot suits in order to do their job. Just a thought. But enough about the minigame. Let's talk a bit about the recording we get in Nightfall. In a nutshell, the phone guy pretty much just tells employees that they should stop wearing classic suits because of the spring lock failures in the sister location, and that the suits will be moved to an appropriate location to be looked at by technicians. Another thing he mentions is that they get temporary costumes. Now, as far as I can see, this once again points straight at Five Nights at Freddy's 2. However, in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, we see that the classic suits are merely moved to their own room and completely ripped apart. It could be that the recording we get here was a lie, but at the same time the suits could have been moved there in preparation to get them out of the restaurant during Jeremy and Fritz's time on night shift there. The inappropriate suits that the phone guy mentions could be the safety mechanism that is used in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, how you put on the Freddy head when an animatronic enters your office. And it could be pure dumb luck that that was even a thing when they decided to phase out the classic suits. You know, dumb luck in the case that if it was real, then it would be dumb luck, not in the case that the story became dumb luck, although that would be interesting if that was the case too. Now, gameplay-wise, there's really nothing much to add. By Night 4, the player's been introduced to pretty much everything that the game has to offer, and the night pretty much becomes a test of skill in preparation for Night 5. I will say that Night 4 has an interesting movement pattern for Springtrap, in that he actually moves backwards on the map in Night 4. I haven't seen this much, if at all, in Night 5 and Nightmare, so perhaps this is just a way to stir up paranoia in the player to mess up their performance in later nights. There are now 3 uses of audio before it bugs out, so the player does have to learn to be conservative and not spam carelessly. Now for some more detective work. We are now Foxy, and going down to our clue, we see that there is simply an image of Shadow Bonnie. This is interesting because it actually confirms Shadow Bonnie's existence besides the evidence found by people that looked at the files of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and raises a question on why Shadow Bonnie is even in the picture. What happened with Shadow Bonnie? How was it born? And what is it? We can only wait and see. Thank you everybody for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching, slap that like button and send me a comment. And if you enjoy content like this, click subscribe. It takes less than half a second and instantly gives you access to my future content as quickly as you please. Once again, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed watching. See ya!